welcome back everybody to episode 13 of This is the Police. Last time we in- did got through a lot of investigations. We lost a detective and a couple of officers, but of course we've been trying to replace them through the labor market as best as we can. But yeah, let's get right into it. High quality counterfeit money floods Freeburg. Talking parrot terrifies morgue employee. And analyst, insurance company popularity is growing. And I'm pretty sure we didn't piss anybody off. Yeah, so we're good. Okay, Weaver didn't come to work today. I drank too much. I don't think I can hold it together. Can I go home? Yeah, that's fine. I was up all night reading an exciting detective story. Sure. Today's a great day. Today of my daughter's wedding. Yeah, that's fine. Down an officer and down 3 detectives. Okay, Hidaka had his funeral, and so did Morris. We will share with the staff. Let's see. A woman draped with explosives walked into a shopping center. She set fire to the children's store and then sat down to pray. Eyewitnesses report that she's waiting for a divine sign to blow herself up. Get SWAT on there. Get a couple of experienced officers. We don't have our lead detective. Investigations. Missing persons. If I remember correctly, Anderson didn't come to work. Bowling. Weaver was on this one. Let's go ahead and put you guys there. What do here? Yeah, that's fine. Hello, this is Bill Buckler. I called a phone sex line and asked to connect with that blonde with the big breast, but the girl that answered was my second cousin, Cheryl. We figured out who each other was after we got to talking, and then she started crying and hung up. She's got a face like a saw blade, and she must be 50 years old. I want those two-faced phone sex swindlers arrested. Oh boy. I would like to arrest the suspect, but our lead is not here. Go ahead and wait until tomorrow. Deputy. Let's go ahead and send Huff to the academy. Yeah, looks good to me. And we'll do a barbecue, I think. That'd be good. Shero. Vandal's been pretty worked. Then we'll do... Who else has done a great job? Carson.
910 B in progress.
Alcoholic Eugene Ward won $45,000 in the lottery. He returned home with his winnings and boasted about it to his drinking buddies in the yard. They all toasted Mr. Ward and congratulated him on his good fortune. Then, once he was good and hammered, they beat him up and stole the money. Like the good friends they are, right? The suspect is kneeling on the ground, ignoring everything around, and it seems that she is praying.
1010 A.
Ooh, Ludwig's found. Bring it to the police station this time.
1310 complete.
Nothing criminal took place, of course.
412 A.
Whoa, okay. 3 teenagers were goofing around and accidentally knocked over a rack of expensive cognac. The shop owner tried to detain them, but the young people beat him up pretty bad, grabbed a few surviving bottles, and bolted out the door. Some local guys caught two teenagers writing racist graffiti on the wall of a house. They started beating them, and crowd has gathered cheering them on. I think they might kill those boys, said one eyewitness. Oh boy. Jeez, people.
1310 in progress.
A nervous man reported that a waitress was trying to poison him with some kind of mysterious liquid. I think this is a false call, so we're just gonna send you to
910 B complete.
found money. We'll sell that. The police have received several complaints about a certain bank branch. Its customers say they've gotten several counterfeit bills, and the branch manager denies any involvement. Okay. Mr. Boyd, I have a serious problem. The fire department raided my skyscraper in a surprise inspection and evacuated the building due to gross violations of safety. I already had everything smooth over with the last guy, but the new chief inspector is refusing to negotiate. I want you to send your most convincing employees to his office. Tell him to show the stubborn inspector the lay of the land. I'm losing money every hour over his principles. Oh, well. I should have a few officers ready to go. What a busy day.
412C in progress. 410A. Officer.
Homeless couple staggering around the gate where the offenders were last spotted. Expand the search. The police have cited some teenagers who fit the description of the suspects. The teens spot the police and throw a bottle of cognac in their direction. Pursue them.
412A.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
Jeez.
1310 complete. 415 in progress.
The nervous customer didn't like the color of the coffee. During the amateur championships of the popular Vaults and Lizards card game, one player, fearing he was about to lose, pulled out a knife and stabbed his opponent's hand, then grabbed the judge and demanded that he be declared winner. Oh boy. One of the workers from the construction site says that another one of the guys came to work drunk and climbed up the crane. The man could hardly stand and didn't seem like he understood what was happening. Yikes. We're meeting with some potential partners from overseas. We need a couple of cops to show up so our visitors will see that everything in the city is under control. Sorry. Not this time. I have no officers to send to you.
415 in progress.
You need a few officers, so let me send you these four. Pet store saleswoman reported a delusional customer who stood staring at the snake section, then suddenly began smashing the terrariums and throwing the snakes onto the floor. Reptiles should be free, he yelled, scaring away all the other customers. The saleswoman remained calm. It's a good thing we don't carry any poisonous species. Yikes. Okay. He needs another officer.
412A.
Talk about a busy day, man. I'm not gonna be able to.
We've got a situation
Drunk crane operator
here.
almost crushed one of his coworkers.
415 complete. 412C complete.
Man. Don't think we're gonna be able to get this one. Reckless endangerment.
415 complete.
Yeah. Got 8,000. Thank you very much for that.
B in progress.
Labor market. What do we... City Hall. What do we want to go for next? Ray, SWAT upgrade. Let's go for... Let's see what we got. Yeah, let's go to cop slot. Why not? A woman called to report a fight. There's a bunch of Chinese fighting in the park. Hurry, there's kids around. Oh boy. It was only the Dragon's Lair Martial Arts Club meeting outside to enjoy the fresh air. Yeah, of course.
611 in progress.
Driving along a road, a trucker noticed a disheveled man wearing a blood-stained shirt pulling a hysterical woman into the forest by her hair. The trucker wanted to stop right there, but then decided it would be smart to quickly get a phone and call the cops. Good idea.
In progress.
Oh boy, what do we got? War veteran Asa Pickering got into an argument with his neighbor Albert Burnham over the garbage he leaves on the driveway in front of his house. It developed into a serious fight, and Mrs. Burnham drew his gun and opened fire. Or Mr. Burnham drew his gun and opened fire. He wounded his neighbor in the thigh, but the wounded man managed to run into the house and return a few minutes later with a gun of his own. The firefight is still ongoing, and stray bullets are flying into all the neighboring houses. One of those wild shots wounded the teenage daughter of Alice Hawthorne, who called the police. Yeah. That's not okay.
Officer on
The site indicated by the trucker. There's a trail of fresh dirt and blood leading to the forest. In the clearing is a bloody woman, above her an angry man who's strangling her. The suspect has a frozen glare. It seems he's not himself. Yeah, shoot him with a taser.
611 complete.
Got 3 new frames. Counterfeit. Oh! Detective died during the investigation. Vicus. Wow. That's unexpected. Okay, so now we're down a detective. Okay. Jeez. Okay. Well, I guess we'll replace him with one of these two. That's unfortunate. Then the details. And who's on the lead? Okay, we'll do that the next day. And details. Nothing there. Okay, yeah.
511 complete.
We have 5 detectives dead, 11 officers, 27 officers dead, 5 detectives dead, 2 fired, 11 fired. Sheesh. That is unfortunate. End the day. Yeah, we'll declare him dead. End the day. Study. Women use phone sex more than men. Magpie Publishing House offers free print copies of school textbooks. Petty shoplifting charges for pop star Alana Moraes. Everything's still good, even though I didn't help the mafia that time. Anderson didn't come into work today. Again. Gillette didn't come into work today. Cadeau drank too much. Oh, our house burned down last night. My elderly father was inside. We need to somehow make sense of this. Boy. Yeah, that's fine. Down an officer again. Down 2 detectives. Jeez. The first thing we're gonna get done is this. To SWAT. I'll take that, thank you. Deputy.
911 in progress.
A woman called to report that she's caught a thief red-handed. I've had my underwear stolen several times. I leave it to dry in the air after I do my laundry. Today, I saw a teenage boy on a bicycle pull my favorite panties off the clothesline. The dirty boy is riding his bike around the neighborhood right now. Jeez. Fairs. Police station. Let's go with someone younger. Yeah. Okay, that should help. Could fire you for not coming to work. That's fine though. Let's go ahead and do a sermon for all the employees. Then we'll do. Should we do a barbecue? Nah, I think we're good.
Progress.
Addict ran into a diner, threatened everyone with a pistol, and demanded all the cash from the register and the wallets from the visitors. He fired 2 shots into the ceiling. Man.
Progress.
A young and hysterical teacher reported that a student brought a bomb to school. The boy was always too serious for a normal child. I always suspected that something bad was going on, and today when Ahmed came to class, I heard something ticking in his backpack. Might be a false alarm, just in case. And it's good. Look at that. Homicide. Oh. The decapitated body of Vicus Varga was found in the window of his souvenir shop. Oh. Oh my. Let's see, detectives. Let's see, detectives. Beasley, Sharrow. Let's go ahead and put Har on there because you're part of that shift.
911. 10:10 in progress.
In the school's foyer, some students found a strange bundle which contained some kind of mechanism connected with wires and pipes. Most of the building was immediately evacuated. Oh boy. Yeah, we need
611 in
more
progress.
officers.
Officer.
Oh, seeing the police, the suspect grabs the woman and points his gun at the officers. The suspect suddenly throws the woman off and rushes towards the service door.
910
Coach Spencer Nettles began to molest one of his students in the classroom. She gave him several hard slaps, trying to back him off, but instead the man became furious and started tearing off the girl's clothes. Yeah, that's a big no-no.
810 in progress. 10:10 414 in
Oh
progress.
my lord. Okay, hold on. Investigation has started. Sarah Sahak, the victim's wife. In recent years, we've struggled to keep the store open. The location isn't very good. There's not a lot of foot traffic, so not many casual shoppers. We depend a lot on our regulars. The summer's always a loss, but we make up for it during the holiday season. And we always have the best Halloween costumes in town. Bogos loved that holiday. An hour before the estimated time of Mr. Sahak's death, the camera across the street caught only a few people, 2 twin girls, a tall man in a gray coat, a bearded homeless man searching through garbage cans. He died from gunshot to the chest. The beheading was all post-mortem. The head was cut off slowly and with some difficulty. The whole shop floor is covered with blood and his neck was a bloody mess. Jeez. Terrorist was just 8-year-old Ahmed who brought his brand new wristwatch to school to show off to his friends. Oh my goodness. While that's happening, let's see, detectives. I'll put the Lozar in homicide. you guys on this because you're all on the same. Yeah, that should be fine.
In progress.
And then we saw this too. At this toy store, a baby started acting up, demanding a toy train. The mother first began to scream, then started whipping the boy with all her strength. The clerk called the police, saying the woman is drunk or stoned. I'm barely aware of what's going on. I'm afraid she'll maim the poor child. Breaking and entering. John Whitman had taken a triple dose of his medication and sat all evening staring at a blank white wall. 10 people stuck in a window wasn't the only cartoon he saw. Jeez. An unhappy customer carrying a baseball bat entered the showroom and started smashing up the cars on display. I bought a brand new car here, but after a month it wouldn't start and you people wouldn't do anything. The manager tried to intervene and calm the man down, but he got a crack on the head for his trouble. The situation is heating up. Of course, when is it not? When he spots the police, Mr. Nettles releases the gun and begins to move back towards the locker room, saying, "Look, we were just fooling around." The coach rushes towards his bag and pulls out a gun. "Just go away, you got the wrong idea about this." Yeah, we're shooting him with the taser. Usually the safest decision in this game works. If you do anything risky, it will not work for anybody who decides they want to play this game. And we've seen this in the past where we've tried to do some risky moves and the officers end up dying, even though it seems like a good idea.
1010A.
Close.
1111E in progress.
Okay, we gotta wait.
We've got a
Oh my.
situation
The
here.
woman continues to trash the boy, who seems to have lost consciousness.
414 complete.
It's not okay. What the hell? We received an anonymous tip some cocaine is being stored in the back of a coffee shop. I wonder if this is a false alarm, but we'll send officers to make sure.
I was trying to raise 10 alarm sergeant top spot.
Destruction of property. I have no one to send.
212 complete.
I trust in your abilities.
410B in progress.
Lori, now are speaking with a lifeless voice, claimed that someone killed her husband and that nobody cares. I've just buried him in the ground. Can you tell me why nobody cares? This is murder. Isn't this your job? Interesting. Check it out.
A in progress.
Two guys waiting to get into the nightclub refuse to share a place in line with each other and start a fight. Security has decided not to interfere. Why?
Officer on
There's nothing suspicious in the cafe's dining area. There's a couple sitting at a table talking quietly. Waiters walking about. Behind the bar is a beefy bartender. The bartender throws a coffee pot at the cops and pulls a gun from under the counter.
1111 complete.
Well, that's a good thing. Proceed. Oh, we found cocaine. Let's ask the mafia to sell this time.
410B complete. 410B in progress.
Lori Nauer's husband died of cancer, which he'd been suffering with the past 4 years. During the funeral, the woman crumbled under a mountain of sorrow and fell into shock. She's unable to account for her actions. I am not surprised. Alright, what we got? What's the last? Linda Hill reports that her neighbor Tamara Postagna was having a fight with her husband during dinner, and she just grabbed the kitchen knife and stuck it in his neck. She absolutely lost it. She turned on the gas and is going to light a fire and blow up the whole apartment with the children inside. She won't listen to me. What in the world? Okay.
Looks like we have a
One of the
situation
participants in the
here.
fight grabbed a bottle of beer and smashed it against the wall. He's wielding the splinters like a knife. His opponent grabbed his hand and places another at his throat, shouting something. The detainee strikes a police officer and tries to escape. Yeah, no thank you. You're gonna be tased in the back. Oh! Really? How was a civilian killed? Okay, that's interesting.
412 in progress.
6 young men were playing kickball and accidentally smashed the shop window. The shop owner came out to deal with the situation, but the men beat him up and then just kept on playing kickball. An eyewitness said one player had a gun, of course. I feel like that last one we shouldn't have lost. We did the right thing, unless we were supposed to take the unarmed guy off first, but makes zero sense. A man's corpse is lying on the kitchen floor, and there's a barely conscious woman sitting with a matchbox in her hands. The smell of gas is very strong. From the next room comes the sounds of crying. The door is locked.
410 complete.
Whew. Good stuff.
210 in progress.
2 immigrants are drinking alcohol on a park bench and singing loudly in Bulgarian. Any passersby who comment are shown the middle finger. Wouldn't that be disturbance of the peace?
I was trying to raise 10.
You're lucky I have backup this time. Got some homicide reports. Counterfeiting. Okay. First of all, let's go check out the homicide. Okay. Someone shot him. Cut his head. Probably like this. There's probably something either here before that or between these two. Because we don't have a lot to go off of. Yeah, disorderly conduct. Sweet. End the day. Alright, taxi driver foils bank robbers, worker pinned under blade in sawmill accident. Animal rights advocate, people wearing furs are latent serial killers. Everything's good. Go to work. My kid's been causing trouble again, and they've called me into school. Can you give me some time to deal with this? Yes, but we're gonna need you tomorrow. There's a new movie opening today starring my favorite actor. Can you let me off so I can go? No. My band is playing a charity concert for some sick children. Can I have the day off? Yes, but you're coming tomorrow. Wiggles. And Dolls done well. Silk's done really well. We could give it to Weaver though, or Weaver's been a good. Give it to Silk. He's done a great job so far. Could have gave it to Robbins, but it's fine. uniform for Kenneth Wise. We paid our snitch. Good. We will take everything this time. Let's go ahead with the investigations. Details. Disguised as scrap metal loaded in the truck with a hoist and driven to the... Cash. Cool. Okay. Use yellow tape to mark. And then a reciprocating saw. I don't know what a reciprocating is. Is it this one? Nope. Hoist and driven to the rail station. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Marks it. You know what? Reciprocates. Oh, I think. Yeah. Okay. There's only so many combinations you can have. Stuart Hayes, car wash owner. Good. Stuart Hayes often stays overnight in his office, or he likes to drink after. Let's try. Okay. Let's go see and try. See if we can get him there. Morris Brown frequently visits the intensive care unit since his daughter had an accident 2 days ago, but this time after talking with the doctor, he drew a pistol and took several attendants hostage. I won't let anyone go until you stupid lazy pigs start doing something about my daughter. Oh boy. We don't have SWAT on this one. Yikes. Of course, it's the wrong location. It's gonna be his workplace. Oh man! During a scheduled rally at the mayor's office, animal rights advocates were pelted by 5 decapitated chickens, presumably thrown by slaughterhouse employees in counter-protest. A massive fight started involving armed men. Eyewitnesses report that several people are already wounded. Oh boy. This is the police. I want to get it. This is the title of the game. Oh boy. I want to report 3 ghouls who came and painted the wall of my house, covering over all my graffiti. I spent a week on that. They destroyed a priceless work of art. Okay, we'll go ahead and finish this one. Paddy wagon for the SWAT. Send some Audi. This one will do use 3. The house was painted by municipal workers who were only doing their jobs. Not surprised. We received several complaints about a man in the park. A whole street of passed. They shake his hand twice and then quickly move on. Witnesses believe that he's selling drugs. Alright, we'll check it out. Huge crowd of people are beating each other with bats, batons, and dead chickens. What the hell?
311 complete. In progress.
A new boutique advertises sale, and hundreds of people showed up to the event. When the doors opened, the store's visitors rushed in and started a stampede. A fight quickly broke out, and many customers took advantage of the turmoil, fleeing the store without paying for their bills. I'm gonna wait for the paddy wagon. Send you all the paddy wagon.
10-11 in progress.
We'll send Calhoun and Wiggles with SWAT. Store keys. Then an old man strapped with dynamite walked into the insurance company's office. He says he's going to blow himself up unless the company immediately pays him everything they owe him. What in the hell? All these extreme cases or calls.
In progress. 250 complete.
Oh boy.
10-10-8.
Found explosives. Let's bring it to the station. Good. Close that. Juan Camilo Salas. Let's go ahead and Ziegler will be the lead on this one. Mr. Boyd, I had dismissed one of the assistants who helped me with the hives at my priory. I can't even say this. I'm sorry. And in retaliation, he took all my hives to the landfill and stole all my beekeeping suits and other equipment. I need 3 strong men who can pick up the hives from the landfill and who aren't afraid of a few bee stings. I'll owe you one, and I'll give your men a year's supply of honey. Sure, why not? Detectives. Go bowling. And Anderson. Right. I'll have Anderson help Ziegler. Weaver. Alright, in a plea deal, a jewelry store robber confessed that some stolen goods are being stored in a warehouse at the port. They are there now, along with his accomplices, who are armed and presumed dangerous. Yeah. What do you think? They were not going to be armed? While she was jogging in the park, the chief of the Freeburg Philanthropy charity was shot by a young man in a ski mask. 2 witnesses tried to detain the attacker, but he opened fire, then hid in a public toilet. Oh boy. Alright. Okay, then this one, we have to wait till tomorrow. Let's see. Wakes up, goes downstairs. Electronic combination lock. Mm-hmm. Actually, this might be the right one. Do that. And then he goes back up. I think that's the way it's gonna be. Okay. Time to take down the mafia. Smuggling. Juan Camillo Salas is an experienced smuggler, very capable of obtaining and smuggling any sort of good across any border. He always comes armed and believes that's all the protection he needs. Huh. The station chief's a morphine junkie, and he's more than happy to fill his need. In exchange for the blind eye, he turns to his other business, of course. A piece of stolen car hidden inside the truck's cargo container. Containers loaded onto train cars directly from the truck. Okay. And he watches while the weight is recorded and the container is sealed for every service. He pays cash. Okay. Let's go ahead and get... Let's go Carson, Anderson on this one. Oh! Boss, well, everything went fine until rushing trip and dropped a beehive. The bees went crazy and swarmed all over him. The poor guy died of anaphylactic shock on the way to the hospital. We got stung too, so we're going back home. And the honey, which Mr. Josh gave us, I'll never put it in my mouth. Oof. No rushing. He was such a good officer. Ugh. Damn. I'm gonna replace him now. And declare him dead. Now we have to replace him. Let's go with yeah, let's go Feinberg. Jeez.
Forecasting complete.
That's RNG for you, I guess. The police pulled to the warehouse. Inside there are sounds of cheerful talk and laughter. A policeman accidentally brushes past the trash can and it rolls around with a clatter. Who's there? Asks a voice from behind the door. The bolt on the door flips and the door swings open slowly. A man with a gun peeks out.
913 complete.
A risky move that actually worked this time. Oh, and we found jewelry. Let's sell that. A passerby noticed a taxi brake abruptly at the curb and saw a fight going on inside the cab. The guy in the back broke through the partition and he was shouting something and holding a knife to the driver's throat. Good stuff. Okay. More counterfeiting. We'll go ahead and look at that the next day. Actually, let's go ahead and see. What's the difference? Let's see. Oh, different paint. Well, it's yellow, we know that. That mix, wait. Mix in blue. Oh, green. So it'll be green. 550.05. 5606 or 5605. Well, 556. It would be 5005 because 556 will be the code, right? 0556. 0556. That makes sense. And we already pronounced him dead.
Well, Jack, who's your favorite right-hand man?
Francis Kendrick. But go on.
A very good lawyer. Very good. Invented a way for you to keep your job. Though invented is hardly the word. He has a whole scheme. A big plan. I just had him on the phone. He's so full of ideas I could hardly get off. Believe me, Jack, this guy knows his stuff.
Wow, I do not know what to say, Martin. That's wonderful news. Can I meet him?
Yes, of course. He's not a local. Right now he's in court on the other end of the country, but he'll be with us in 8 or 10 days. When he gets to Freeburg, we'll sit down, the three of us, and we'll work through the details.
Sounds great. And now you want something from me?
Not at all. Yes. No. Well, I mean, part of his plan is a big public campaign for your support. Talk to the press, lots of interviews, maybe even a few street demonstrations. And it would be nice if your family was there with you. I know you're not talking with your wife, but maybe your children could...
No. Listen. My oldest son and his fiancée have arranged some sort of a trip around the world. A big 7-month tour. His girl's from a wealthy family, so they're taking him with them, along with my younger kids and a few of their friends. They're out there roaming the world, and I'm glad they're away from, well, you know, all of this. They don't even know that I'm getting fired, and I'd like it to stay that way.
Okay, Jack, I thought you might say that. No problem. Oh, it's been a rough day. I think I'll go home and sleep it off.
Martin, wait. Look, you mentioned that you know Laura and me aren't talking, and, well, you think you could help find her?
Jack, I understand that's been hard on you, but I think we should focus on your retirement problem. We finish this, then we'll figure something out, okay? One thing at a time.
I hear what you're saying, Martin, but... Jack Boyd.
Well, Jack, you ready to listen to me ramble for an hour or two? I've had a very busy day.
Almost ready. Bear with me 1 second. Yes, Martin, you're right. One thing at a time. Thanks again. Go home and get some rest. We need your strength. Now I'm ready.
Of course.